Здравствуйте. Hi everybody, my name is Yelena Goltsman, and I think I know a lot of you, and hope you'll know me too, but if you don't, and I'm sorry if I'm going to be repeating myself a little bit to those who know me. I'm here representing RUSA LGBT, Russian-speaking LGBT organization here in New York. This organization was formed in 2008, as Michael said in his introduction. And mainly this organization was focused on basically social work. It was a social group to introduce Russian-speaking LGBT people to each other and to help them basically in New York metro area to form community. And I would say we were successful in a few years. We had quite a few people coming to meetings and spending time together. Coming out was a big thing. Coming out to Russian-speaking parents, brothers, sister, children in my case, is a difficult thing because immigrant communities tend to bring with them some of the baggage from the past, and although we all live in New York, we still subjugated to this, and a lot of us still have issues with coming out to our parents. So that was the main focus of our organization until about 2 years ago, when we heard of anti-gay laws taking effect first in St. Petersburg and then again on a federal level. We started looking outside, looking to Russia, to other former Soviet republics, now independent countries, and started looking at what is happening there. It was kind of quiet for a long time. It seemed like it was okay. From outside looking in anyway, it seemed that there was no specific violence directed against LGBT people, but it suddenly changed. It suddenly changed, and for a lot of us it was, at least for me, it was understandable that this group was singled out, and that's probably a trial group. This is the group that is a small minority that that people went after because they were not really defended by anybody, right? It's not a big group. It's a sexual minority. There's like there's no infrastructure, for lack of a better word, of helping and supporting these people. And for me, as a Jewish immigrant who came from Ukraine in 1990, that resonated with my past, and I understood that the group is being marginalized, and I know what happens with marginalized groups in Russia, and it also could be only the first step. So we all started seeing the difference that happened in Russia, and we also noticed that nobody in the United States noticed that at all. It was really not known fact. We did what we could, but we're a small group of people who were trying to scream on each corner. And some heard us, but not many, and then Sochi came along, and the issue was noticed by community, by world community, and we were very grateful. But of course, everybody was afraid that when Sochi will go away, issue would not go away, but the focus will be lost. And to some part, it really did happen. The issue is still there. The issue actually is no longer LGBT issue only. Other groups are being targeted. Other countries are being targeted. Crimea is no longer Ukraine, and it's escalation that is happening that's still being allowed, but it all started with LGBT people in Russia basically losing their right as citizens. Not completely losing it, but at least their rights are now reduced by new law. So when we were formed in 2008, we never imagined ourselves in the role we are playing now, which is we are welcoming a lot of people who are asylum seekers from Russia, from Ukraine, from Belarus, from Kyrgyzstan, from Kazakhstan, and we're trying to do our best to help them. We're a grassroots organization, a totally volunteer organization, and we're trying our best to help everybody to the best of our ability. We form coalitions, we part of coalitions, we are devoting our own time, our own energy to those of us who need help the most. And I'm just gonna second on some of what Masha and Sebastian said about asylum seekers. So there are two groups of refugees. One are called refugees, and they get permission to come to the United States outside of the United States. And there are a group of people who come asylum and asylum seekers. Those who come here on the tourist visas and decide that it's just too dangerous for them to go back. And many people in this room are asylum seekers who came here probably within the last year. Many of them are still unsure about what's going to happen to them. Many of them need help, some housing. Just 2 days ago, I got a phone call to tell me that one of our guys has no money to pay for his rent, and that we chipped in to pay for his rent. So we as a community helping each other as much as we can. And I only wish that organizations like city or state, and obviously we all wish federal, but that is a little outside of what we can really influence now. But I believe city and state is a different issue. Can recognize that there is a real need, there are real people who are actually suffering, and we basically do not give them any support for this year. And also, after they actually apply, it takes so long to get an answer back. Some of you in this room and some people wait for a year and a half now to get results, which is a very, very difficult place to be. If you've ever been in a place of you don't know your future, you're hoping, but you don't know. So everything that can be done from this point of view of promoting the need of asylum seekers to have housing, to have medical assistance, legal assistance, but especially housing is a big issue, and we're struggling with that every day. A lot of people ask me, what can we do to help? And the most obvious answer is, of course, money, because you always can help with money. But there are many other ways you can help. You can definitely get active, and that's actually very, very important, especially as an advocacy for changes in federal law, maybe helping us with the city and state. You can definitely volunteer. You can email us, call us, and say, I have time, which some people did, and I'm very grateful. We have a lot of Russian-speaking people who don't speak English yet, and they need a peer to take them to a museum. You know, simple things like this will be very helpful. A lot of Russian-speaking people who come here, as Masha said, a lot of them are young men who don't know anybody here, so they're lonely. They need information, they need partnership, they need companionship. There's just a lot of ways of helping. And I want to finish with basically reminding you what Michael said earlier. When he heard Masha speak at CBST about her life and what happened and how she had to leave everything second time. She immigrated the second time to United States and completely changed her life again, and how it is important to help those people who are in dire need. Michael got involved, and everybody can get involved on different levels. Whatever your level, we welcome it, and please let us know if you want to help. Okay, thank you.